Assalamu alaikum. So in this video I'll be explaining the code for question number 5 of assignment 3. So here in the code, first of all we have all the 4 states here: stop, forward, rotate right and rotate left. And then we have all the sensor conditions that when none of them will detect, and then when the right one will only detect, and center and the center one will only detect, because we have 3 centers, one at the center, one at the right and one at the left. Now this one will be when the right and center both detect, and then this one will the only left one sensor will detect, then left and right both will detect, left and center, and then when all will detect. So here are some the functions that were given in the example. So here are all these prototypes, and let's go to the int main. So at port C, here are the first 3 pins are reserved for set as output direction, reserved for the infrared sensor outputs that they will receive. First 3 we can see are 0, so that's fine. Then at the we have set all port B and port D at output direction. Then this we have a while condition in which port D will be equal to the state which will be the current state, and the state machine will read the IR and change the state accordingly. So coming here in the switch state, when we created a switch case statement where we are taking the state and doing our functions accordingly. So first of all, if the so we have the stop state, then the sensors are having are detecting no black line, or only the center one is detecting a black line, so we will continue in the forward state and the state will be changed to the forward state. That the forward state will become a current state. If not, then if the right sensor detects it, or the right and the center sensor both detected, will move towards the left and the state will go to the rotate right. And if not, then we'll move towards the right, which means the sensor left and the left center will be detecting black line and will rotate to the left. After this, if we are on the forward state, if a current state is forward state, then if we detect if the center sensor and if not none and not center sensor condition is there, then we will stop and current state will become stop. And if we want to for the rotation right, if the right sensor and the center right sensor does not detect it, which means the left and the left center detects it, then we will move towards the right. So this is the rotate right case, and then we have the rotate left case similarly. So here are the functions for stop. With the stop, the state will become to stop, and we will port B where the motors are connected, there will be 0. And for forward, we will give this value at the port B, because our motors are connected there, and according to that we have given the 0 ones enable in 1 and in 2 values. Then for the right and then for the left, where one field will be stopped and the other will move. And these are all the functions defined here. Now let's go to the simulation. So here is our turtle board, and I'll be placing some logic toggles here. Run this simulation and change the toggle, and we will see the movement of a robot. So let's see. So now as you can see, when I changed when I gave the high to the first pin, we can see that it is now rotating. Similarly, if I only give the center pin, it will keep continue the forward state. If I do this, it will change, it will turn to the other side. If I give these words, will continue in the same state, the center and the side. And then if I give none, and so as the right priority is set, so when all of them are 1, again we can see that it's turning towards the right. So now let's test it. I will test it on a road or a map on a line and see what happens. So now here I have put in the robot onto the map and the line, and we can see that it is following the line according to our logic, and it's a bit shaky, but it is following the line.